Welcome to Shorts Beyond Measure, where fashion, interiors, and psychology get the stylish, savvy, and slightly therapeutic touch.
We're Tara West, Caroline Baltz, and Allison Goldberg, a fashion stylist and 2 interior designers who are also trained as psychotherapists.
So let's get into what's trending, what's tired, and what's actually worth your time. Because good style and good decisions should never be short-lived.
Hello, ladies.
Good morning.
Hi.
It's a rough morning for Tara West.
I know. How was your trip?
I went to Miami with 11 women.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Wow.
And I am definitely on the peripheral of this group. They all play tennis, which I do not. But I've known them all individually and together for a long time. And, you know, it was really fun. There was a little drama, room drama.
I was just going to ask you that. I feel like there's always drama on girls' trips.
With 11 women, I'd say for the most part, first of all, I could not believe they partied hard.
I would have loved them.
I mean, out till 4 a.m., rock stars.
Wow. That's impressive.
And, you know, these aren't the youngest of the bunch who were out.
Did you just call your friends old?
I'm called him not the youngest of the bunch. I'm not the youngest of the bunch, but I was out till 4. But yeah, a little room drama, a little thing here. But overall, it's good. But I'm tired.
Yeah. I would be too. You got to take a week to recover.
But why is Miami so fun? Do you like Miami?
I love Miami. The South Beach is just my jam.
It really is.
South Beach isn't good anymore.
Well,
It used to be.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
back in the day.
In your partying days.
Yeah.
When you were young. All right, let's get started here. Caroline, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about something called the law of least effort, which basically just translates into humans are lazy.
You just described my life.
I know. I'm like,
Is this another segment just about me?
Wait a minute, but Allison, I don't really think you're lazy.
Oh, I am.
Really?
When I had kids, my parents were like, do you think you'll ever go back to work? Because I left being a social worker. And I was like, yeah, when I can find like a job I can do from my bed. And I literally, Caroline will call me and be like, we need to do work. And I'll like get into bed and do work.
It's true. I know. But the law of least effort, I think it's mostly described really well in this study that I read when I was in grad school. And it was about how, I think it was Olin College, and how it was being developed. They went to an organizational psychologist and they said, where should we put the paths between our buildings? And the organizational psychologist said, let students go there for the summer and walk, and then put the paths in where they've walked, because people are lazy and they will not go on a right angle if you make the paths look nice and neat.
So smart.
Right?
Yeah, very smart.
So how does that relate to the work that we do, or, you know, what does that mean for us? I feel like human behavior is very much, you know, described by this idea that we don't want to expend any more energy than we have to. So when we design a house, if we get carte blanche over the whole floor plan, we're going to make the mudroom right next to the garage, right next to where people are going in and out. If you put it, you know, like somebody tried to put the mudroom in their basement thinking that they're going to get kids to go down in the basement and put their, like, no way.
No, you're going to end up with everything in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And not only that, even if you have a mudroom, your kids are still going to put them wherever they want. True. But so that's something you think about then when you're designing a home or decorating a home.
Absolutely, because how you use a space is so vital to like the feel of it, right? Like having all your stuff in a mudroom, or if the dining room's too far away from the kitchen, like what's going to happen when you're carrying food? Now you're splattering, you know, chicken juice on the ground and you're cleaning up. It just doesn't make sense.
And do you think that's something your clients think about, or you offer that to them? Maybe they haven't thought that through enough.
Yeah, I don't think that they have a mind that works like our minds. Like, we can literally look at a floor plan and be like, okay, I'm walking through here, and now I'm over here, and now I'm putting my groceries down on the center island, and that's where I'm, you know, like, we think about being in that space from that, like, abstract lens. And it's fun. I love that part of it.
Yeah, I think, you know, with my going back to travel, a lot of people have me pack for them because, you know, it's very easy to overpack. When you go on vacation, you pull out the 10 things you never wore and you're like, I'm going to wear them on this trip, but you're not. And so a lot of times I have them get outfit sets. They're so easy to travel with because you can wear them as a set, or you could break the top up with a pair of jeans or the pants with a cute top. And there you're developing these outfits that are super easy, and you're not overpacking or packing a lot.
But will you rewear it? Like, will you wear the set and then wear the shirt with like a pair of jeans or something?
Yes, absolutely. Also, I love wearing a dress as a cover up, and everybody says, well, how do you do that? So wear the dress at night, and then the next day wear it as a cover up, so you're not smelling like the beach.
Smart. I do that with like old dresses. I'll wear them as cover ups.
I love that. Usually when I go into people's closets and I see an old dress, I always say, just wear it as a cover up. And they were like, oh, I never thought about that. But then you're using it. You still like it.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry.
telephone.
Hi, Sienna.
Hi, Sienna.
My daughter's calling from college, probably wanting to share her weekend.
Oh, well, that's something I'd like to hear.
Anyways, so so there's so many ways. Obviously, as a stylist, I try to help people minimize the work it takes to get dressed. I create lookbooks for them. The lookbook is the best thing because, if I have a lot of clients that travel, they'll come back. They have to turn around and go back to travel. And it just gives them a blueprint of what they can wear, how to put it together really fast.
Speaking of travel, next week this time, Allison and I will be right outside of London at Heckfield, which I am so excited about. It's a manor outside of London, about 30 to 40 minutes, I think they're saying that's the transfer. And it has falconry, and it has Michelin star restaurant, and it's the spa that's going to be ridiculous.
I know, I'm so excited. I even bought a workout set to walk around the grounds. And I'm not going to work out, don't worry.
I was just going to ask you, what are you packing?
So we're actually only going to be there for 4 nights or something. So I only travel with carry-ons. Caroline is really, really pushing to check luggage. Could you please talk her out of it?
I think I might be able to do it. I've been paring things down a little bit, but I like what you were saying, going back, I guess this brings it back a little bit to least effort, but I was thinking okay, what am I going to pack? And I picked out these pieces that this dress that I've never worn. It still has the tags on it. And there's a part of me that wants to wear it, but I know in my gut, I don't want to wear it.
Then don't bring it.
Right. So I just went through this second pass at these things that I've hung up in my bedroom, and I'm just okay, I know in my gut I'm forcing this, there's a part of me that likes the dress, but intuitively I'm it doesn't feel right on. I don't know, something about it. So
the fact that you're thinking or started packing is actually certifiably insane to me. Our flight leaves on the 6th at 8:30 at night. I'm going to pack at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Wait, let me just say one thing which is really funny is obviously I'm talking about how I help people pack less, but I was the only one on this trip who checked luggage. But I have to work. I had outfits that I had to shoot, but it's funny because here I am. But really, Caroline, if you're not going to wear it, don't pack it because you're just taking up valuable space.
Yep. No, I know. I'm thinking I'm channeling my inner Tara when I'm looking at my clothes.
What's the weather going to be like?
Same as here.
Yeah. 65.
Rainy. Mm-hmm. It's London.
But you'll be having so much fun, it won't matter.
Yeah, I'll be in the spa. Weather doesn't matter there.
Are you going to celebrate something special?
Well, it's a little friend's birthday coming up in July. So this is a pre-birthday trip for Miss Caroline.
Caroline is turning a big number.
Thank you, Tara. Oh my God.
75.
I can't believe you're 82.
I look so good for 75.
Very well preserved.
But it's such a great birthday to celebrate. In fact, that's why I was in Miami, and there was so much talk about how you feel when you turn 50. And
tell me about it.
Yeah, there's some really good things till you're about 50 and a half, and then everything starts falling apart. I don't know. A lot of it is I don't know how you feel about turning 50, but a lot of us had a hard time with the number. Mm-hmm. And it was just, it seems like a big milestone, which it is. And I think there's a fear of that. Our whole bodies are going to fall apart. We're going to look so different. It's also a lot more work to maintain yourself. And so, but once my friend turned 50, actually the day of, she's like, I let it all go. Do you have any of those feelings?
I don't know. I haven't put that much thought into it. I feel like I don't know. I feel the strongest I've been, like physically, mentally, emotionally. So yeah, I don't know. I've done different spurts of work in my life, and I feel like I'm kind of at peace with it.
Which I love, because our next episode is actually going to be Caroline sharing her story, which I have no idea, but we'll get to that in a minute. But Allison's still quite young.
29.
Bitch.
That's why I eat my muffins. I don't work out, because eventually my body's going to fall apart and I'm going to have to. So I'm taking the path of least resistance now, and then I'll put the effort in when I really have to.
But truth be told is, when you live in warmer weather, because I did grow up in Los Angeles, as you know, but I was just in Miami, and you feel better in warm weather. Why the hell do we live in such a cold climate?
I say that every winter. Like, as soon as it gets nice, I'll go for a walk or like be outside more, and I'm just more active. I play tennis. But like in the middle of the winter, I'm not going to like sign up for a stupid Pilates class and be like, look, I worked out for 30 minutes. I'm not fat anymore.
A Pilates class is usually 45.
Not if you leave early like I would.
Law of least effort.
So let's bring
God.
it back to just this one question I have for you guys, or a statement more. People must be so happy when you think of that kind of thing in their home, and they haven't thought about it.
I think once they move in and have the furniture, because we think about the layout and all that stuff, I think that's when they really appreciate it, when they're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't put the mudroom in the basement like I wanted. Like, my kids would never go down there. That's when they really appreciate it. But during the planning process, it's really important that they listen to us so that we can create that system for them.
Right. And so it's when it's all done and said, when they're living in their space, they can really appreciate it. So it's hard to envision it maybe for them when you're just speaking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. And there's actually this technique, we haven't used it yet, but I'm so curious about it, where a cell phone can track a person where they're in their home. So they like keep it on their person for like a whole week. And then you have this infrared data at which rooms they use, which ones they don't, how frequently are they in them. And I think that's just so cool, because it would be like, you don't use your dining room. Let's turn that into something that you do use, so that you do put effort into getting into that space because you want to.
Oh, that'd be really good information for you guys to have.
Yeah, I know that David spent 45 minutes in the bathroom for no reason. Good job.
Well, at least you know he likes it. All right, ladies. Well, listen, thank you so much. If you guys have any questions or you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, let us know. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That's it for this week's Shortlist. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it, leave a review, or let us know what's on your short list.
Shorts beyond measure, because the most important things in life can't be quantified.